What's wrong? Bet?
Nothing. Just nothing.
You know, I dreamed it rained last night. The whole yard running with water. The wind in the trees, of course, in the early hours.
That must be 8 months now. Have you any cattle left?
I found some a mile away. That's two.
There must be some still in the scrub.
Oh, gotta leave them there. Do them a favor.
That's nice-looking porridge you got there.
Well, by the house is gone altogether. Yesterday, this one came up clean. Few inches, good clean water. By sunset, slush again.
Helen and me have been thinking about Christmas. She wants to have it at our place. Things are pretty bad at old man Walsh's.
Well, you're not doing so good yourself.
Oh, it's the kids, Ben. That's what I worry about. They're looking so scrawny.
Yeah, we'll come over to your place. Bring what we have. Heaven knows we gotta have Christmas. Well, I reckon that's it.
She'll seep through. Mine's the same.
How's the water at Patsy's place?
Look at those clouds. And no rain. Ben, I never thought I'd say this, but I reckon we're done. All of us. We're finished.
As long as there's a scrap of cloud up there, I'm hanging on.
Ben.
I'm not going, Jack. I'm not leaving Wago.
You might have to.
And leave this land to some fancy fat pig of a squatter with money enough to tide him over.
Money won't help.
Money buys water. It's going to rain. This whole place is going to turn greener than a green glass bottle. Are you telling me I'm going to lose this land? Not from the government or starvation prices of the flaming traps or any of the other plagues and problems, but for the weather? For the want of a lousy lick of water?
Bushrangers. Another blasted petition about those outlaws. And newspapers yapping at our heels. Blast the journalists. Had a fellow the other day followed me up from Government House. Right through my own front gate. Up to the door. Right up the path.
Muckrakers, a lot of them.
One can only believe half of what one reads, sir.
I refuse to read them.
I mean, if one reads at all.
Warm. Been in the sun. Half the fellows can't even sign their own name.
Journalists, sir?
But they managed to scrawl up a petition. They breed the bushrangers and then petition against them.
Bushranging has never been more prevalent, sir.
No doubt it's the drought, sir. Well, they leave the land and turn to the roads.
Then this fellow Frankie Garland.
Gardiner, sir. Frank Gardiner. Garland is the sergeant in charge.
Walks in bold as brass and sets fire to the barracks. We're in a pretty state, I must say.
The men did put up a fight, sir.
To what end? Is that what we brought you down to tell us?
The attackers were put to rout, sir.
And escaped.
The fact is, sir...
I don't want excuses. Sergeant, whatever his name is, whoever he is.
Sergeant Garland is an excellent man, sir.
Not excellent enough.
I stand by him, sir.
Indeed. You may fall by him.
Captain Adams.
It's one thing to sit in the security of 4 stone walls in a thriving seaport.
That will do, sir.
I do beg your pardon, sir.
Good heavens, man. Wago is 200 miles away. I've got roads to think about, and buildings, and bridges, and public works. Do you expect me to fret for a ruffian mob? It's a mongrel, sir, feeding on its own wretched tail.
With all deference, sir, the law and order platform did assist us into government.
And can just as easily assist us out.
The police are doing everything in their power, sir. The army, one assumes...
Morale is low. Quantity of the men is... Why, they're not even a soldier's boot. Some troopers have even been known to turn to bushranging.
No wonder people write petitions.
Some turn tail, refuse to fight.
Should be flogged.
Bushrangers are better armed, sir. They have better mounts.
Dear heaven, we struggled for years to drag ourselves up from the stigma of a penal colony.
I'm afraid the answer lies in men and weapons, sir. We are at war.
I'm sick and tired of lame duck excuses, Mackenzie. Get men and get officers, find them, dredge them up. And Mackenzie.
Sir.
Don't delegate. Do it yourself.
Of course, sir.
And no more petitions, you understand? Get rid of the bushrangers and the Wago riffraff that supports them. You have to starve, burn, or drive them out. You'll turn me into a tosspot.
You'd have done better to save the water. More dirt gone in than out.
I have to wash.
Yeah, I suppose.
I've only got the one dress.
But if there's something on your mind, speak it out. We said we would. We promised.
We've had months of this. Months. The cattle dying, the burning of cattle, the stink of cattle, of hanging on. And oh, yes, it's going to rain tomorrow. Always tomorrow. And here's me going into Bacon's store with Helen standing right beside me. And me saying, I need some flour. Flour, just for staying alive. And him saying, sorry, Mrs. Hall, times are hard. You already owe me £13. Well, times are hard, all right. And I'll tell you what's hard. Staying here is hard. Hanging on is hard. And you're as hard as a land you're standing on, calling this a home.
What are you trying to say?
I want to go, Ben. I want to go.
Where?
Where it's raining, where there's water.
It's the same everywhere.
It's not.
Droughts don't last forever. They don't.
In Victoria, just down from the diggings, it rained 12 whole days. In a month, Ben, in a single month.
Well, I'm dang sure I'm not chasing rain all the way to Victoria.
Oh, we could. We could change our luck. Oh, come on, Ben, we could.
And how are we going to pay for it?
You could sell the rotten horses. You could. We're going without to keep them looking pretty.
I am not selling the horses.
Perhaps you'd rather sell your wife.
Country seems extraordinarily dry.
Miserable climate.
Dusty.
Insufferable.
You still suffering?
As I have been these last 4 days.
I find an herbal inhalation clears the head.
Not in my case. You realize it's snowing on Richmond Hill.
Christmas.
Sledding, snow fighting, a commonsensical climate. Have you ever been to India?
No, thank heavens.
Oh, this is worse. There one has the monsoonal rains, you know. Clears the air, enhances the mind. And the houses, I think, are better appointed. In Bombay, that is. Better than Sydney. With servants, 2 or 3 servants.
Outpost of empire, Mr. Morrison. Outpost of empire.
The Queen, bless her, would never be king of these roads.
What the devil? Bushranger!
I think not, old man.
Why doesn't he listen?
Through official channels.
It's water. Buy yourself a bathtub.
I detest cowardice.
Stars have gone out.
Lightning.
Dry lightning. Way over.
Night.
Night.
Said a prayer for you. Both of us. I'm sorry, Ben. I shouldn't have said that about the horses. You gotta have something. Listen. It's raining. It's honest to God raining, Ben! No use even pretending.
I've been thinking about moving south a bit. Selling the horses.
Doesn't matter.
We'd have to keep one for the wagon. We could sell Abel. We should get a good price. And let the others go for what we can get.
I don't want to go, Ben.
No, I know you don't. Neither do I. But I'll go and see Frank.
I don't want to go.
Biddy, look.
I'm pregnant, that's all. I'm scared. I'm scared for my baby. Ben.
We're going. That's the end of it.
What we going to do today?
Same as yesterday.
What we going to do for Christmas?
Have a day off.
No, we got to do something. We can't do nothing. Frank. We get some grog. We better get some grog afore, while there's still some grog to get. Where are you going?
I'm gonna sit on a rock and watch the grass grow.
You miss her, don't you? You miss that, Kate Owen.
I've got you, Johnny.
John!
Frank!
Yes, Johnny Gilbert!
Oh.
How'd you do it? How'd you get out of the logs?
I walked out.
He walked out.
On the way to Bathurst under escort.
Walked out under escort.
Easy.
I don't know why we bothered.
Well, you always like to do it the hard way.
Oh, it was close, Johnny, real close. But we had a grand time.
I never seen you run so fast.
He walked out under armed guard.
Aye. Two of them was mates from the old days.
Troopers.
Turncoats. I've got mates everywhere.
I saw you was a walk in one fine day to the highway.
Thanks for trying, Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, come and get something to eat.
Hey, you got new guns. Oh, this is a dang good gun, Frank. Dang good.
I'm gonna get some grog.
Make no mistake, gentlemen. I want these bushrangers jailed, shot, or dead. I want no more assaults on the barracks, or escapes, or ridicule, or insults to the Queen.
The fact is, sir.
Or excuses. No more excuses. Good heavens, man, you had Gilbert. You had him in irons.
But who can I trust if I can't trust my own men?
I would categorize that as an asinine remark.
With district autonomy, renewed equipment, more men and some officers, how long will it take?
Sir?
How long will it take to rid the roads of these vermin? 1 week, 2?
Am I to understand, sir, that my responsibilities are to be taken over by an officer?
Sometimes needs must, Sergeant.
Am I to lose rank? What's my position?
You put too fine a word on it, Sergeant. There is a certain gentleman among your ranks whose presence, I fear, can no longer be overlooked.
And that, I believe, makes it 18 pence. Gentlemen?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, while you chaps are making up your minds.
What do you reckon?
I don't know. What do you reckon?
It's 5 games in a row you won.
6, actually.
Law of averages.
Not for me.
I'm out.
Sorry, old chap. Luck of the game.
It's 6 games in a row.
Double or nothing, what do you say?
I say no man can win 6 hands straight and still be on the square.
Is that what you say?
He's as bent as they come, this ape.
You impugning fraudulent dealings?
No. I'm saying you're cheating.
Unpleasant accusation.
Take your jacket off. Let's see the lining.
Oh, do sit down. You're beginning to sweat.
Get up.
Sit down.
I'm sick of this, Coop. Where do you think he's from? Blooming Buckingham Palace?
Hold on, Murph. It's just a friendly game.
Not the way he plays it.
I've been maligned all the way from London to the mud pits of the diggings. Made and lost fortunes, seen good and bad. And I've always found that the biggest losers are the smallest men.
Cool down, cool down.
All right. I'm cool. It's him I'm worried about. Here's to you, matey.
I don't mind buying your grog for drinking, old boy. But not, definitely not, for pouring over heads. One thing I have learned in the colonies is when in doubt, fight dirty. Something we can do for you, Corporal Holland.
A quite promising record, Pottinger. Not distinguished, but adequate. Conduct and discipline, and a couple of scrapes, shall we say? But otherwise... The fact is, we have a letter for you.
Yes, sir?
Inadvertently, it seems, addressed to my office, bearing the imprint of a firm of London solicitors.
That would be my remittance, sir.
Care of the New South Wales Police.
Regrettable error, sir. I shall attend to it.
May I say, a fortunate error? Sir Frederick Pottinger, Baronet. Are you a baronet, Pottinger? Masquerading as a trooper?
For my sins. Or rather, my father's.
Ridiculous.
Embarrassing, wouldn't you say?
Who was your father?
It's really of no account, surely.
Lieutenant General Sir Henry Pottinger, GCB, PC, and so on. Special envoy to India, Governor of Hong Kong, Cape Colony, Madras State. You're a man of some military experience, aren't you?
Sir, my...
Aren't you?
What regiment?
Coldstream Guards, sir.
You must understand, Sir Frederick. It's quite impossible for you to continue as a trooper of police.
I was under that impression when I came in, sir.
At least I might get a decent horse out of it.
Morning. What can I do for you? Been on the road?
You could say that.
There's no need to be like that.
I'm Johnny Peasley, Frank Gardiner's mate. Hey, what's in them?
Look, if you want a drink.
What's in them?
Well, I'm a drinking man myself.
That'll keep me going. Any objections?
None at all. Glad to be of service. Let me hold that.
Going my way?
I'm going visiting.
Thanks.
Hard times, mate. We've got to help each other. We got a knife?
Should be on the box.
No.
Must have packed it then.
What about that little stubby one?
Not worth keeping.
You want to keep those curtains? There won't be any more for a while.
Keeping rubbish.
Won't be any more of anything for a while.
All right, all right. Don't keep talking about it. Can't find the rotten knife.
Abel knows that something's up.
What's this?
Look at him. Oh, that's mine.
What is it?
Bid. Look, it's something I wanted to keep.
I
It's
never
nothing to
put
do with
that
you.
in there.
I was putting it by for Christmas. It was for you. For Christmas.
Where'd you get it?
Bacon's.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah. I paid for it. It's our first Christmas, ain't it?
I won't ever forget this.
Fine-looking horse, Ben. Took 2 weeks to break him.
Name's Abel, after the shepherd, when we were thinking of sheep. Not anymore. Or ever again, the way it's going.
It's a cool season, all right. How are things at your place? Water's gone, all but a week of it. It's you fellas with families I feel sorry for. Me, I'm a remittance man. I still get a few quid from the old country. I can probably pull myself through. McGuire tells me you're planning to go south, Ben. Yeah, have to. What about the horses? Gotta sell them. Found a buyer? Thought I'd drive them down through the diggings on the way out. They'll lose condition, though.
Been thinking about it, then. I got Bill Parsons coming over tomorrow. Getting rid of some of mine. Thought you might be interested.
Parsons. Yeah, he's fair. Knows his horses. What's the price?
I never knew Bill to do a man down. I used to deal with him when I was on the other side.
Yeah. I might look into that.
Well, look in anyway. Even if you don't sell the horses, at least say goodbye. You never stop.
Can't afford to.
Well, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, Jack. Thanks for your help.
Nice fella.
He used to be a trooper. They reckon he was drummed out.
Must have been too honest.
Yeah. Good luck to you, old fella.
Frank? Frank, it's me.
Strap me.
Now you promise. You do promise. The weekend after next.
My dear, your croquet party, how could I forget?
Croquet?
You must come out to Hazelwood, Sir Frederick. We'll do a bit of shooting.
I'd be charmed.
Blooming kangaroos, worse than rabbits.
Abos would be more like it. Just like 46.
It wasn't croquet, it was tea. Mama said to come for tea.
That would be high tea.
Oh, any kind of tea you like. It's all the same to us. Our bush picnic, don't forget. Bush picnics are such a ball. Depends on the company. All those ants and flies. One makes perfectly adequate use of the switch. As for the ants... Well, you certainly have the boots. Yes, and I could make use of them.
An elegant ram punch?
My compliments.
From the stables?
My horses, madam, though they may be primed with ale, are all of champagne persuasion.
Don't you find it stifling in here?
You needn't be so charming. You really are quite intelligent.
You know, you are a naughty man.
One does one's best.
A trooper, but a baronet. How romantic.
Romance has an impish way of turning up in the most improbable places. In fact, when we first met under such inauspicious circumstances.
Bill Parsons. I was invited. Couldn't stomach all that mob. No offense, miss.
Mr. Parson?
Parsons. I'm intruding.
Not at all.
You're wondering what on earth I'm doing here. Begging your pardon. Morrison put me on the list. I had to be invited. I'm a horse dealer. Pretty much the biggest in the district. We're an odd bunch, us local gentry. All odds and bods and lags like me.
One learns an extreme tolerance in the colonies.
Sent out over 20 years ago. A rabble-rouser. One of them wicked chartists. Now they're legislating for all the things I fought for. Rum business. Pretty much the same for you. Softer billet you've got nowadays.
Shall we go inside?
Bit of a jump from trooper to inspector of police. What's the betting, Sir Fred? I'll lay you 5 to 100 you don't catch a bushranger in a month flat.
5 to 100.
That's pretty fair odds.
How can you lose with so many of them?
A horse dealer.
Does that offend you?
Make it £5 against the best horse in the district.
You're a sporting man.
And a week to catch the man.
You got gumption, I'll say that much.
I never take advantage, sir.
Done. You've got yourself a bet.
Would you be so kind?
There's no need for that.
Miss Mitchell is delighted.
Then you can come and choose the horse. Out of Jack Taylor's, 10 o'clock tomorrow. 2 counts you've got against you before you start. That stupid title and that great silly plum in your mouth.
What an extraordinary man.
Are you fond of horses?
Indeed I am.
Well, perhaps you'd care to join me tomorrow.
Attention!
Good on you, Butts.
You growing a beard?
No, sir.
Unshaven.
Sir?
This man is not shaved. Attention! You're on parade. Port arms.
Clean it. I want to see my face in it.
Clean your boots, sew your buttons, scrub your tunic, and report to me for personal inspection at 9 o'clock sharp.
But I'm on stand down, sir.
8 o'clock. Sergeant.
Sir.
I have never witnessed a more disgusting spectacle in my life.
Yes, sir.
Never again, under my command, present me with such ill-disciplined rabble. Now get them into shape.
there's a pretty sight.
What do you reckon?
Let's get there and get it done with.
Get up.
They're in pretty fair condition, all things considered. Well, it's drought. I can't help the weather.
No need to fuss. The price still stands.
That's the best you have to offer.
It won't get better. Not the way things are.
Waste of time, actually. I could pick up twice as good at any auction this side of the mountains.
Please, would you mind?
Well, it's a bit rough, a bit raw.
Mr. Taylor, I wouldn't let appearances deceive you. Interesting, if a little primitive.
I could trim my price, let you have a bargain.
I don't want a bargain, old chap. I want a horse. Anyway, you're on a bet. I'm not paying a brass farthing. The best in the district, I said.
That a fair sample?
You're an amusing fellow. That's the one.
You haven't even looked him over.
I don't need to.
He's on a bet, you see. The horse for a bushranger. Any bushranger. Or a fiver in my pocket.
Don't sell. You don't have to. Not to him.
It's only a horse. What's the offer, Bill?
Blasted weather.
Did you bring a cape?
Just my luck.
Ain't I lucky? Ben Hall. Just what I wanted for Christmas. I'll not give you 20 paces this time. Same for you.
Hold on, Johnny.
You did me dirt, mate. It's Christmas. You know what he did? You know what he did to me? Gave me a present. A barrel of grog. Except it wasn't a barrel of grog, was it? You know what it was? Treacle.
Oh, that was a joke, Johnny. It was a joke.
Joke, was that?
Of course it was. Look, we're all friends here. We're...
Treacle.
Calm down a bit, will you?
Ben, don't!
I ain't forgot what I owe you.
Look, we're just doing a...
How is it?
You won the bet, Fred. Won the horse.
Poor man.
You're a brave girl.
Well, you won your bet.
I never collect from a dead man. I'll send some men to take care of it. I always end up my dear with honorable intentions and empty pockets.
I'm sorry, Jack.